So we are going to be pouring plates today. So I would just want to show you how to get the plates out and then how to pour them. So today we're asked to pour 4 plates. So rather than reaching in there and trying to get kind of your germs in there, if you kind of slide this down, you can get the plates pretty readily. So I'm gonna get 4 plates out. And then the remainder of the plates, I'm going to seal back up to try to minimize what gets in this bag. Put that aside. And so these are the plates. So realize there's a lid side and there's a bottom side. The lid has a larger diameter, and so the lid's going to come off. So we want to make sure we're pouring into these plates such that the agar is going to be on the bottom. I have already heated this agar up, and so it is now liquid. It's really hot, but you want to heat this up in only 10-second intervals in your microwave because you don't want this to boil over. So you heat it up for 10 seconds at a time, give it a little swirl, make sure the lid is loosened so that the steam can escape. You may have to handle it with a hot pad, so I have a glove here that I was using to handle it. The bottle has cooled a little bit, but you can see it's clearly liquid on there. So you want to minimize the amount of time that this lid is off because we don't want any microbes to fall in here, but that's what we're going to do. So when you pour these plates, you want to just barely cover the bottom of the Petri dish, so it's around 5 milliliters of the nutrient agar. And so you want to be careful because you don't want to over pour. Okay, so it looks something like this. So as you pour also, you want to not put the lid down, but just kind of lift up and then pour in. You may have to move the agar around a little bit. So those 4 plates now have been poured. You want to crack the lids just a little bit so they're still covering most of the agar to try to minimize contamination, but it allows that the condensation that's forming, that heat, that steam that's coming off of that hot agar to actually leave the plate so it's not trapped in there in the lid. So keep those cracked. It's going to take probably at least 30 minutes or so. So here's a zoomed in view of pouring agar plates. So you want to hover the lid over the plate, and then as you pour, don't cover the entire bottom. You want to cover a little bit more than half and then kind of roll it a little bit to cover the bottom. So you don't want to use too much agar. So here's another example with just a little contrast there. And so again, watch how much I pour in there. And then to get it to completely cover the bottom of the plate, you just kind of rock it a little bit. And then you'll set those to solidify for about 30 minutes. So if you pour too much in there, you're going to run out of agar and you will have to purchase more on your own. So this is really important to make sure you get just the right amount in there.